right, collectors, thanks for joining me today, September 15th, 2024. Glad to be back in the United States from my trip abroad. It was a fun trip. Ate lots of food, had a good trip. But let me tell you what, while I was out there, Pulsecon 2024 hit. And I was watching from afar. I felt like that kid watching through a window, trying to look in to see what everybody else was doing. Because I was up to my eyeballs in business, but yeah, it was just fun trying to catch up and watching what was coming out. And we're going to talk about all of that in just a minute. But wow, I mean, I did hear some people kind of complain about it. I'm not sure what. I haven't watched the Pulsecon. I just caught the stuff on Twitter and the updates on the news sites, and from the stuff that we could order online. I was picking that up. I didn't feel let down by any of the stuff that I saw. Maybe I missed something. Maybe some Hasbro rep said something stupid. I don't know. But I was not disappointed with the releases. I don't know what people are talking about, really. But anyways, let's start off with a little bit of housekeeping. September 28th, we're going to give away our drawing. We're going to do our giveaway drawing. I'll put the link to the video where you can enter that drawing in the details below in the description of the video. Go check that out. That's got all the details and official rules. And, the secret comments that you got to put into that particular video for this. What I also wanted to say, you get your choice of a M. Bison from Jada Toys, or a Cobra Retro Eel, or a $25 gift certificate from Gridiron. So, and I'm not sponsored by anybody. So that all comes, no strings attached. And I try to be highly objective as best as I can, because we all have biases. We all do. But I try to be as objective as possible. And if I have a bit of a bias, I usually tell you up front. So, with that all said, with housekeeping out of the way. Oh, and the other thing is memberships. I think, like I said, I will be doing memberships, but it's maybe to put like people's names in the credits if you want to do that, and maybe also to an extra giveaway. We'll use those kind of funds, to kind of get an extra giveaway, an extra thing for the people who support the channel a little more. I guess I will never put a paywall between me and the videos, or between you and the videos. That's not my deal. I used to always hate that when people put that. You can't watch this video unless you join my Patreon, unless you join my whatnot, unless you join my. I hated that. I always hated that when people did that to me. It's like we were excluding folks from our show. But anyways, I'm never going to do that. That's not a thing to do. If anything, it'll just be some added perks. But the videos will always continue to be free. I mean, that's my promise to you. It is what it is. And if, this isn't a business. I'm not running this show for a business. This is a hobby, and we're here to, remember what I said, increase our influence over the manufacturers so that they can, that's the primary one. Grow this channel to ensure that the community continues to grow, continue to connect with each other, and also make sure that the manufacturers, since we're adults as a big demographic now, the manufacturers understand what we want. And hopefully one day, if this channel gets big enough, we can exert our influence upon them instead of the other way around. Sometimes I don't think they understand how the customer relationship works. Anyways, moving on from that, a little bit of news, a little bit of, it's all news at this point. So we're going to kick it off with, I heard that Marvel, this is kind of a rumor, but that Marvel was thinking about, and this is so dumb to me, instead of cutting the stuff, Marvel and Disney, instead of cutting the stuff that isn't making them any money, I think that Armor Wars, if done correctly, and Blade, if done correctly, would earn them a gigantic sum of money. The problem is, apparently now they're both on the chopping block. What morons are running the show? That's all common sense. Ryan Reynolds is about the only person over there that has a brain cell left in his head to say, people will pay for this? What a bunch of maroons over there. Anyways, and I say it kindly. Maroons is probably the nicest, most delicate word I can say for the executives running Marvel and running the studios that they got going over there. Oh my gosh, these guys, you cannot lead them to water and have them drink. They're just so, I don't know what a bunch of buffoons. Anyways, to me, apparently they would chop up Blade, and they might even chop up Armor Wars. I have a bigger interest in Blade myself, and to me, I would love. I know you have Mahershala Ali. I believe that's how he say his name. If not, I'm sorry, I apologize. But I believe we had him up next to play Blade, or Wesley Snipes. To me, and this is again my bias, as long as the actor is able to play Blade and is willing to play Blade, I would love to. To me, Blade has always been Wesley Snipes. It just always has. I would love to see a movie, one more movie, if he's got it in him, an awesome swan song for Blade to go out in a blaze of glory. That would be amazing. And then have Mahershala Ali come in and take over. I don't know, something to that effect. I mean, you're the writers. You guys figure how that works. And I think that would be tremendous, right? I think that would be a great way to transition that over with a handshake and have the Blade legacy continue. But to me, I would love to see Blade happen more so than Armor Wars. But you guys tell me, which one would you rather see, Armor Wars or Blade? I don't know, but to me, Blade, 100%. Anyways, moving on, let's get to the Hasbro Pulsecon. I don't know what was controversial about it, but yeah, some people were like, it didn't look this, it didn't look this. I don't know. I just enjoyed, maybe because I haven't watched it yet, but I enjoyed most of it. And I'll say most of it because, yes, there was something that was, that I could not care about. Everything has that, right? I wasn't disappointed by it. I just didn't care about it. Disappointing and not caring are two different things. So anyways, here we go. The G.I. Joe stuff. Number one, look, here are some of them, right, that we've got. We've got the Saw Viper, we've got Leatherneck, we've got Dial Tone. The thing is, one of my favorite Joes, other than, of course, everybody wanted to be either Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes. Everybody, when I was a kid, we all wanted to be that. But here's the problem, and this is going to be, we've got a lot of news. This is a long one, but let me get through this. But to me, one of my favorite Joes, the one that I could relate to the most, and the one that kind of ended up being the closest to what I did in the military, is Dial Tone. And I don't know if he was the one who influenced to do what I did, but Mr. Dial Tone was my, Joe. That's the one that I wanted to, emulate. And so I still have, as a matter of fact, when I do my review of Dial Tone, I still have my original Dial Tone that I got as a kid. I still have it. I love that figure that much. Well, maybe not more so than Storm Shadow with Snake Eyes, but he was really up there. He was really high up there. Great figure. As a kid, I had great memories of it. Anyways, moving on from that, just a little quick story. What did we get? What are some of the digital reveals to look forward to? Heavy Duty. He's heavy duty, man. He's got that backpack on him looking like he's going miniguns and missiles. Jeez. You better you better have some ear protection with those miniguns right next to his face. And maybe even some kind of helmet to wear. Gee whiz. It looks ridiculously crazy, but I love it. I love it. All right, a great character. Let's get Heavy Duty rolled out. I love it. And then we also get Law and Order. Hey, this figure is probably going to be over-ordered. And the reason for it is because of that dog. Who doesn't want a German Shepherd in their ranks? Like a lot of them, because they make great guard dogs, right? And not just for Law and Order, but also for your dioramas. So, I think that figure is going to be, selling like hotcakes. Also, we got Starduster over here kicking females in the face. Starduster, what's wrong with you, man? Anyways, well, don't go stealing the man's cereal because he doesn't care, what you are. He's going to get it back. Star Duster is cracking me up. I've already ordered it, and I saw that Hasbro put a limit of 2, which is fantastic. That's how you do it, right? You put up, limits. I'm okay with the limit of 2. I would prefer 3, just because I'm a little bit bananas. But 2 is good. 2 is a good number so that we can I think later on, what Hasbro could do is once, the first couple weeks, leave it at 2, and then, it's a company. So at this point, I would say, all right, bets are off. You can order as many as you like. And then people would just go bananas and order all the ones, give everybody a couple weeks chance to order what they can. And then after a couple weeks, boom, open up the floodgates and let everybody order as many as they want. Because at that point, if you didn't get your 2, then that's your fault. That you're being the knucklehead. So anyways, I really dig it. $35, Pulsecon exclusive. You can't buy it anywhere else. Just be aware of that. What we also saw is Xandar. I actually had Xandar as a kid. I had most of the Dreadnoks as a kid. Looking forward to it. He's one of the ones that I had. And yeah, I dig it. I love the Dreadnoks, as evidenced by the shirt that I sometimes wear I might even wear it. I think I might wear this shirt to Beetlejuice today. Anyways, I'm trying to knock this out early because I'm going to go see Beetlejuice this morning. I love going in the mornings because there's nobody there. And then what we'll do is, enjoy the theater by ourselves. That's the best, man. I mean, I don't mind going with the crowd. I don't mind it, but my preference would be to not go with the crowd sometimes. Anyway, some movies I enjoy with the crowd when it's, kind of that interaction, Anyways, moving on. Let's keep on track on toys. So we got Xandar. We got Leatherneck in his new kind of like marine outfit, kind of like his tactical or BDUs. They don't call them BDUs. What'd they call them? What the Marines call their camis? He's got, you got Mr. Leatherneck here with his camis. Yeah, he looks great. Looks great. I'll definitely be picking up a few of him. And then we have my boy, Dial Tone. I love this figure. I'll be picking up several of him. As a matter of fact, I already ordered several of them. Loving it. Love this figure. It was one of my go-to figures as a kid. It was kind of a pocket figure that I love the rifle. I love the crazy backpack. I love that he was like, the super, communications expert, shoot, move, communicate. Do any of you guys remember that? Shoot, move, communicate? Anyways, I do. What else did we get? We got Mr. Saw Viper, and they actually gave him a saw. Like an actual saw. That's all right. I mean, come on. These are toys after all. And, the guy's clad in, what is this, reddish purple outfit? I mean, nobody's going to go to war in that. I just dig it. It's kind of updated. It looks cool. It's a, toy. It's a made up imaginary bananas world. I love it. It's fine. I'm going to buy a few of these, so I enjoy that. All right. Let's move on to just quickly take a break from the Pulsecon and Gridiron, which I just got my whole APC or like the Stinger set. I'm going to do a review next week. Promise you. Of the set that turns the Stinger into a truck. I'm going to do a whole review on that and check it out, see how it goes. From unboxing to putting it on and to moving it around, just so everybody knows my experience. And if it breaks on me, we'll have words. No, just kidding. Gridiron is, like I said in the past, my experience with them, they stand 100% behind their product. It's too bad that, some of these companies don't get along better together. I think there is a missed synergy there that can happen. Sometimes I think they can make great products if they just worked better together, but I get it. Sometimes that just can't happen. But anyways, they've got this new Dozer Blade Barricade Bush Guard combo for the Stinger. I won't be getting this, but it looks cool. And you can also kind of use it for like a barricade if you're going to put it up. A soldier can sit behind it and, you can make a fighting position out of these. I'm not necessarily going to pick it up. But it's out there, and it's $5 off, I think, this week. So if you want a little bit of discount, there it is. Now, back to Pulsecon. When I saw that they were redoing Secret Wars in 6-inch figures like this, wow, I was blown away, guys. This is just amazing to me. $25 each. Only thing is, I find I know this is heresy. Here we go with the heresy again from me. I don't give a flying flapjack about the Beyonder. I'm sorry. I don't give a flying flapjack about who is this, Tatiana? I don't know. I don't know who this is. And it's okay. I love that they picked Captain America. I love that they picked Wolverine. I love that they picked Secret Wars symbiote, first wearing Spider-Man over here. And I love that they picked Iron Man. All those classic characters. Classic. Beyonder? Who the flapjacks is that? I'm sure a lot of you are going, well, he was an issue number 459 and he was in critical. I know. Okay. All right. Okay. But, normies don't get it. I don't get it. And if I'm not a normie, and if I don't get this guy, he hasn't been given enough publicity to warrant a figure. He just hasn't. If I was Hasbro, I'd produce like as few of those and Tatiana as possible. Just, you know what? I'll wait for these two to show up at Ollie's. You guys can beat me up in the comments, but nobody's going to buy those two. Moving on from that, here's a quick shot of close-up of Wolverine, looking cool. I can almost use him in a stand-in for this, because I'm probably going to set up a little diorama with, Wolverine over here in that particular outfit. He looks great in that Secret Wars packaging. I love it. Tatiana, here she is. Don't know who she is, but fantastic. Here we have, man, I got a few of these. The symbiote Spider-Man. Just because it looks amazing. This packaging completes it. I love it. I love the way it looks. So, I got a few of these symbiote Spider-Mans, and I love the extra head that they give you. It looks fantastic. I don't know if the articulation is new, but it looks really good. So I'm excited about that as well. Here we got our boy, the Beyonder. Okay. I can hear it in the comments. All right, and Iron Man over here from Secret Wars. Looks great. I'm down for it. Fantastic figure. I already ordered a couple of those. And, of course, iconic Captain America. Loving it. We also saw that they also gave us at Pulsecon Spider-Man versus Marvel's Vulture, a $50 2-pack. Here they are, just standing there next to each other. They're part of the retro series. I'm thinking, I guess they're part of that series where they got the boxes up there like that. I'm probably skipping on this one. I don't have a huge calling to the Vulture. I know there was a particular series where he could suck the life out of people and get younger by draining their life force. And you got Peter Parker over there. I've already got enough Spider-Man. So here's a closer shot, a better shot of what he all comes with. The Mr. Vulture there. Head and 2 hands. Fists and open hands. Perfect. And then Spidey, our boy Peter Parker. I think that's Flash's head. I don't know. And Peter Parker's head. I'm not sure whether. And then when he takes off his mask, accessory. He's got the C-grip hands, the thwip hands, and 2 fists. Perfect. But not for me. So I'll be skipping this one. I got plenty of Spider-Mans already. They're hanging off of walls and they're doing all kinds of craziness. But now, if you don't have a Spider-Man, this is a good one. He looks well articulated. If you don't have one, then here's your chance to get one, and then an extra Vulture. But you might be able to do better on eBay. I don't know, to get a Spider-Man. I don't know. Anyways, but it's there. It's available to you. I'm probably going to skip this one. What we also saw, and this one came out, I didn't know that they had released this one, was Dragon Man. Now, I said I thought it was a 2-pack. It's not a 2-pack. It's a single. And they priced it at $85. Is it too much? It's on the cusp of too much, I would say. I think it's on the high end of tolerability. Now, from what I understand, it's a made-to-order. And so that means he's not going to sell out. He's not a Kickstarter or, a HasLab, because Kickstarter and HasLab are the same doggone thing. They're the same thing. It's the company making you take all the risk. You are going to take all the risk for that. So basically you're giving them all your money, but usually if it funds, it's a very minimal risk with Hasbro, right? If it funds their major company, they're going to come through with it. But a made to order is different, right? The company has said, we're making this figure. We don't necessarily need you to order it. Well, they probably do. Otherwise they'd kind of cancel it if they saw the orders didn't meet their, minimum quantities. But, I think what they're, like I said, a made to order is, we're going to make it, we're not setting a threshold on it. You don't have to order 9,000 of these to make it. We're going to make it, period. We're confident that it will surpass 9,000 units or whatever units they have to meet. And this is our price for it. So it's funded. It's essentially already funded. And this is what you're going to get with it. I dig it. And I did order one. I would have preferred their pricing. To me, this thing is right at the cut. I think it's at $65 to $70 is appropriate. $50 would have been a tremendous deal. But $85 and you're pushing it. But I'm certainly glad that they did not go above 100, because then they would have been this crap would have been sitting over at Ollie's. So 85 is like, I know a lot of people complained about the price, and you have 100%, I hear you. I ordered one just to have one, but yeah, it's on the cusp of too much. But it's not a great price, but it's not a good price either. It's okay. It's on the verge of too much. I don't know. They would have made more money if they'd have priced it less. I think they might have, because people would have ordered two, and then it would have been over $100. And these chunks of plastic do not cost more than about $10 to make. I mean, seriously. But I get it. There's the overhead of marketing and all that, salaries to pay. But the manufacturing process is probably less than $10. So all the other things that you see added into it is administrative costs. The CEO got to get paid. The artist got to get paid. The shipping company got to get paid. What else? The colorists got to get paid. All the other people that go into making this got to get paid. So I'm okay with 85, as long as it was under 100. I think they managed their prices correctly. Now we're going to get to the ones that I'm ambivalent to, or could care less about, and that is, unfortunately, Star Wars. I don't know. I feel like I've got all the Star Wars I need. But for the sake of people that were excited about it, let's cover it. Why not? There actually, I take it back. There is one figure that I'm kind of looking forward to on this, and we'll get into it. You got $25 for the Black Series that came out, and you've got $17 for the vintage Star Wars figs that came out. So let's talk about them. Number one, you got Princess Leia. I've got a ton of Princess Leias, and they're poorly articulated, and she's, at least I think in this, those are soft goods. I think if they're not soft goods, this is trash. But hopefully these are soft goods, and if they are, great. She's not traffic coned. Yeah, so I've got a lot of Princess Leias. I don't care. You got another Tatooine Luke Skywalker. I've got like 3 of them. I don't care. But I do understand that you have to have those out there for new collectors coming into the line. So for us older collectors, right, we don't care. But, some people care. And then you have this guy. I don't know who this Dagan Gera is. He looks out of... it doesn't look like he belongs in Star Wars. He looks like if you just colored those lightsabers silver, he looked like some kind of elf out of like Dragon Quest or some Dungeons and Dragons or something. That's just me. But I guess he's a character out of a game. He's gaming greats or whatever. So, okay. Yeah. I don't have any connection to it, so I'm not picking it up. And then you got Clone Commander Bakara. Okay. Isn't that a Clone Commander? Poorly, not well. He doesn't even. Anyways, you guys know me and the articulation stuff with the Star Wars. I'm not a big fan of how they do Star Wars articulation. It's just, it's not good. It's not. They haven't updated it, and it's starting to become irrelevant with that articulation. This is the only figure that I'm looking forward to, and that's the Commando droid. He looks cool, man. I really like him. I really enjoyed them in the series, and so I will be picking a few of these Commando droids up. I dig them. I really like them. So I think this is going to be the hit in the whole series. This is going to be the one that's hard to find. That one, and for some reason, people really like this Prince Zizor. I think that's how you say his name. Okay. I don't have any connection to Prince Zizor. So that's that. And here's a lineup of the vintage figures. You got a clone trooper, Luke, lady out of Andor, and Anakin out of Ahsoka. Yeah. Okay. The armor helmet was also announced. $100. Looks cool. I mean, I liked her helmet. I like the character. I happen to like the Mandalorian and everything that they did with him. I wish, what's her name, Cara Dune would still be in there. I think I don't know. I think they could have made peace with that, but I wish they could have made peace with a lot of stuff. But anyways, I still like the Mandalorian. So, I mean, it is what it is. And I'm one of the few that liked Boba Fett too. I don't care what you say. I like Boba Fett. I liked it. So moving on from that, you also got the Streets of Mos Eisley. $60. You get a Jawa. Is it worth $60? I don't know. You might be able just to build one on your own for way less than that. I don't know. It's up to you guys, but it's out there. I did find this. Okay, let's move on from Pulsecon. I may have covered everything. I may have not. That's okay if I didn't, but we'll figure that out later. Let me know in the comments below if I didn't cover everything, because again, I missed a lot of it. We also saw Beetlejuice be announced, and I actually found him at my Target like this weekend. So we've got this Beetlejuice. He's not well articulated at all. I think I'm going to wait for the NECA version and pay. Well, we'll get to that one in a second. But this one, I think this one is NECA too. I don't know, but it's not articulated well at all. And it's not the classic version I remember. $30 if you find it out there. I found it. I didn't pick it up. You also get this Gorilla Soldier that just came out, part of the fall Geek Out. Why is NECA doing Planet of the Apes all of a sudden? Where did that come from? What's that all about? Did I miss something? I mean, we just had a movie about it, but these guys were not. I mean, the guys in it didn't look like these. Anyways, moving on from that, we got 80s Alf. I thought I was done buying Alfs, but the accessories that come with this Alf, absolutely cool. I can do a lot with these accessories. So if anything, I'm buying this Alf for all the accessories. So I love it. I don't know if I covered this or not. I probably did. Cammy, $25. New Jada figure. I've already put in for several of these figures. I love Cammy. I actually have, I think it's either the Mayfex version of her that came out years ago that was going for some insane amount of money, like $300-400 on the aftermarket. But Cammy's the best. Sorry, children. Anyways, then you also got D, I think is his name. DJ? Yeah, I think that's his name. Cool guy, cool fighter. Not my fighter. I didn't really pick him to fight. I could never master his style. But I am going to pick him up. He's a great looking figure. I love Street Fighter, and he is a character in Street Fighter. But he just was never I was never able to master his style. I'm more of a, look, I'm gonna tell y'all my favorite Street Fighters is Akuma, not in this order. Akuma, Ryu, Ken, and also, who was the other one that I like? Akuma, Ryu, Ken. Well, that's really all I usually fight with. I like Guile. I like to fight with Guile sometimes, and I think that's it. That's it. Every now and then I like to fight, but I don't know. She's like a ninja girl. Anyways, moving on, because I'll get sucked into Street Fighter stuff, and we'll just start. I love Street Fighter. Just know that. Bison was one of my cheat ones too. I would fight with Bison every once in a while, but he's so cheesy, that Bison. Anyways, moving on from that, SH Figure Arts, which has a QC problem at the moment. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep saying it until you guys tell me that it's safe to go back to SH Figure Arts. These things deteriorate in my hand, but they're putting out a Beetlejuice. Yeah, there he is, Beetlejuice. I mean, I think I'm okay with the one Beetlejuice that I got, but I might pick up the other more articulated one that NECA's going to do, and we'll get to that one in a minute. So, yeah. There's no price on it. He's just been solicited lately, so there you go. Oh, here it is. This is the $37 version of Beetlejuice. Unfortunately, it's not the one that is iconic, right? But he comes with a lot of stuff. So you got the newspaper there, the lantern, you got interchangeable heads, but you do have articulation at the, arms, legs, hips. So $37 from NECA. I'm positive that they're going to do the other one with this articulation as well, but later. I think they're doing the smart thing here and going, hey, the movie's out. Let's get this sculpt out that isn't selling. Probably isn't going to sell super well first. Let's give them this first so we can slake their thirst for Beetlejuice, and then let's hit them with the one that they want later, so they actually buy two of them. Well, now that I talked myself out of this one, I'm just going to wait for the other one. And this is the one that I'm talking about. Beetlejuice Deluxe Edition by Mezco. This is the classic Beetlejuice everyone thinks about. And it's because he was in the movie like this, and then he's in the cartoon like this. So this is the Beetlejuice that you get. Here's the deluxe edition, the basic stuff, all the heads here. Am I going to pick? I'm not going to spend $155 for this Beetlejuice. I'm not going to do it. Although I think it's a great deal because you get all these hands. You got pretty good likenesses there. You get the stand. You also get includes extended hammer arms, which I don't know how those work, but I remember that those are iconic. You also get a bonus shrunken beetle head and a little book that's his guidebook for the recently deceased. I think that's a cigar, but I'm not 100%. Oh, it's a nail file. You get his nail file. You get the carousel head that lights up. It lights up. So that's pretty neat. You get all this, and the tombstone light up. You also get a light up tombstone, which you can lean on, which is very cool. I dig it. So very cool offering from Mezco. I am a huge Beetlejuice fan, but I just don't want to pay all this much for Beetlejuice. No. What else do we got? $25. McFarlane announced this new in the digital figures. We got all these figures. We got the Joker over here. I think it's supposed to be the 60s Joker, like the original comic book type Joker. $25. I'm going to pass on that. And you've got this Robin, but I'm not sure. I think he's like from another alternate universe type Robin with an alternate head, some alternate hands. I dig that he's got soft cloth and he's got the wire in it. I may pick it up just for that. I mean, I think this Robin looks cool. We'll see. I don't know. But again, I'm a sucker for wired capes. So just for that reason alone, I almost picked up Ragman, and I might even pick up this one. Just for the wired capes. I love the wired capes because you can do so many great poses with that. So guys, that is the news as I saw this week. Again, I was out and I was just like a kid watching through a window with all you guys going crazy with all the releases. And again, I'm looking forward to all the G.I. Joe stuff. What a time to be a collector. What a time. Wow. We're just getting all this stuff. And I think one of you guys mentioned about Mask. And I talked about it last time about Mask having the loyal subjects or the best action, picking that up. I hope, my expectations are low on what they're going to do with the property, but it is my hope that they do that property right, because I loved that property. I absolutely adored the Mask property. Anyways, guys, let's get over to the haul. It wasn't a big haul because, well, I was out of town. But I did get some things through the door, and let's go take a look at it. All right, collectors, let's get down to the haul for the week. Now, it's not a lot because I wasn't here this week. So, but there's still some, and I think there's some items on here that, you guys might like. So let's get down to it. Number one, you saw it when I just got off the plane. Well, went for dinner and then came back. It was about 5 or 6 o'clock when I saw this. Friday evening, I picked up another Naga hide, $22. $22 for this guy. So, yeah, excited for that. Very good deal. I'm looking forward to seeing Tripwire and Roadblock coming up on sale next. So very excited about that. Some people have already started to see it. This guy went on sale first. Just, well, I don't know the logic behind it. There weren't very many of these. There were stacks of the other ones. I don't know. They're trying to burn through a few more of those. I don't know. Nobody's gonna, no, not for that price. Whoever wanted to buy them already bought them. So we did get this through the mail though. 2 of them. Boom. The Steel Core Commander and Twilight Guard. Twilight Guard. I don't remember a lot about these guys. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't. But yeah, I picked up a couple of these. These came through the mail. I didn't pick them up. I pre-ordered them. So I'm going to be reviewing these sometime next week. But there's something else that's priority next week, and I'll show you. That was not a deal. Those were full price. This also came through the mail. Interesting story, real quick. Hemmed and hawed on this particular figure for a while until I finally said, dang, man, this is just looking great. I'm not going to do a review on her because lots of people have already done one. And that's what convinced me to go pick it up, because I was like, well, I'm not picking it up, I'll watch the review on it. Well, I ordered this. You guys might have just seen it. I ordered this from Toy Snowman. The interesting part was that when I ordered it from Toy Snowman, I got double charged, which was like their website goofed up or something. I called Toy Snowman, the actual snowman. No, I don't know who I called. I just called the number that was there. And their customer service picked up like that. Super helpful. Said, hey, I don't see that transaction. I only see one transaction on our side. If we happen to see the other transaction, we'll cancel it. Or it won't even go through because we did not receive it. So when they try to send us the money, we'll block it and not take it from you. True to their words, one of the transactions fell off. Toy Snowman fixed the issue, whatever it was. I paid what I agreed to pay for it, and we moved on from that. So excellent service from Toy Snowman up in the Great Canadian Alps. I don't know where he is, somewhere up in Canada. But every time I've dealt with Toy Snowman, he's, it's a good store, very, very reliable, cool people. Anyways, I'm not looking for a sponsorship, but I don't know, I don't mind, whatever. It's not really, again, I'm not in it for the money, but if you want to offer the people a code or whatever, I'll be glad to do that. So anyways, Chaotica from Toy Snowman, because I couldn't find her anywhere else. So there you go. What else did we find? This we got through the mail, and I had forgotten about this. Matter of fact, where's the freaking movie? Why hasn't it released here yet? I mean, on physical media. I need my physical media. I don't want to beg companies, please, sir, may I borrow the digital media that I paid for and that you might take offline later? No. I want my physical media. Anyways, I'm getting off track. This is what I found, or what I ordered early on. I rarely order from this company. Rarely. Because, I don't know, sometimes they're just boneheads. But I did order this. Godzilla -1 figure from Super 7. So, am I going to do a review on it? I don't know. I might. Godzilla figures are not known for their articulation. So, now the other thing that I picked up, and I can't show you what's in it yet, but I think you guys know. I got a package in the mail from Gridiron. What's in here? That's right, the upgrade kit. Well, I guess I'm gonna tell you, the upgrade kit for, like the full upgrade kit for the Stinger, like all of it, the whole shebang. So I'm excited to put that together on the, put that together for you and do a review. We're gonna do it next week. This is priority next week, so I'm excited about that. What else do we have? That's it. We don't have anything else. I wasn't here to make impulsive purchases or to be, wandering the stores finding stuff. So that's all I could find. Interesting, when I went to Canada, when I first started this channel, I had gone, if you guys go back, way back, I don't even know if they're still up actually, but if you guys go way back, I did do some toy hunting in a Toys R Us in Canada, and I did post it. And that was about a little over a year ago. And I did find some stuff back then in Canada. I came back with like 4 figures from Canada that, I don't know if I should say this, is just funny. I had to make a choice between clothing items and protection of the action figures. What do you think won? That's right, I left my clothes in Canada. I left a few clothes in Canada. I just, put them in a trash can. I was like, I can always buy, more shirts, more shorts, whatever. But I cannot buy these. Back then the TMNT FOMO was going crazy, right? I was like, I gotta bring these back with me. It was one of the first, releases or whatever. So I just grabbed them and brought them back. I did pay a premium at that Toys R Us though. So, but anyways, they came back safely. I think it was like the Casey Jones, Phantom of the Opera, those type of TMNT crossovers and stuff. And so I found and then I found some other stuff down there. But anyways, it was great finding all those things out there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoy the content, if you're having some fun on this channel, if you at some point when we hopefully get big enough, want to make a difference for our community in influencing the manufacturers, let's try to grow the channel and do that. But that's a long-term goal. That's maybe like a 3 to 5 year plan. In the meantime, let's do what this channel was originally intended to do, which is like grow the community, have some fun, enjoy some customs every now and then when I have time. Just get some reviews in, and basically enjoy the hobby and grow the hobby. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Appreciate every single one of you. And as always, if you're doing this hobby and you got a frown on your face, you're doing it wrong. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling it out.